What up, everyone? Satemangala here, the Reverend of the Revolution, welcoming you to your daily revolution. Today's topic: you will or you won't. Sit back, relax, and enjoy the show. Sometimes I hear people say things like, Satema, I don't know how to do that. Or Satema, I don't know where to find the information. Or Satema, I can't. And I've got some bold news for you right now. When someone says, I can't, what they're really saying is, I won't. And when someone says, Satema, I don't know how to do that, what they're really saying is, I'm lying to you. Well, let me help you see the context of this. You see, whenever someone says today, and look, I'm a coach, I'm a speaker, I'm a trainer. I work with realtors and mortgage guys. I work with CEOs and executives, business owners, attorneys, surgeons. I work with people in high stakes environment. And yes, I also work with youth and high school kids in the church and young men and young women. But the common theme here in the work that we do is high performance. High performance always leads to big results. And if a person can perform at a level that most people don't perform at, by default, he or she is going to win. By winning, we mean get results. Now, when someone says, Satema, I just don't know how to do that, it's a big lie and it's an excuse. Why? Because Google has the answers. The other day at school, I was hanging out with my son, having lunch with him, and all the little kindergartners, they say, can you make me an airplane? It's been a while since I've made an airplane. Instead of saying, I don't know how, I pulled out my phone. I literally said, how do I make an airplane? And within 5 seconds, I had a page pulled up. I made the coolest airplane, and pretty soon there was a line of 12 kids waiting in line. Why? Because Google had the answers. Now, there's a good chance in your life today, the thing that you are saying, the excuse that you're making, I don't know how to, let's fill in the blank. I don't know how to lose weight. I don't know how to have a more connected marriage. I don't know how to tell the truth. I don't know how to generate more leads for my business. I don't know how. Look, that is a blatant lie because you can find out how. Now, the truth might be that you don't know how, but all you've got to say is, I don't know how, and I will go find out right now. See, where in your life today do you still say that? I don't know how to do that. Like it's this weak excuse that we substitute as a truth. That anytime we live according to truths, our behaviors, our actions, and our language, they always align with what we believe to be the truth. Which means what? When you're saying, I don't know how, you've got to change that. Because the truth is, well, you could figure it out. You could Google it. You could ask your parents, you could ask your partner, you could ask your spouse, you could ask your teacher, you can ask a colleague, you can ask your boss, you can ask your client, you can ask an employee. My goodness, you can ask anybody. So stop saying, I don't know how. Eliminate that and let the I don't know how literally be a gateway to let me go find out how. Now, the second part of this is if you're going to find out how, like if you're asking how do you do that, stop asking out of curiosity. This will kill your productivity. This will kill your energy. Why? Because it's easy to fall into the trap of, I wonder how to do that. And 30 to 45 minutes later, you have watched YouTube video after Facebook video after free training video, or you've read 4 books and you're like, oh, cool. And now your curiosity has been satisfied, but you're no closer today than you were yesterday. You see, powerful people who perform at high levels, high performance, doing what's required, they never get lost in the realm of, I wonder how to do this. I wonder how would I go trade options? How would I go make more wealth with real estate? What powerful people do is they say, this is what I want, this is why it matters, and I'm going to go do something about it right now. And the fact of the matter is this, you either will or you won't. So my invitation to you is stop making up the excuse such as, I don't know how, or I can't. See, I can't really is I won't. Oftentimes I talk to my sons and I'm like, son, will you please go out and do your chores? He's like, Dad, I can't, it's so hard. Now in his mind, he thinks he can't. But I help them to understand that it's not that you can't, it's that you won't. See, as an adult in your job, in your business, as a team leader, as a manager, as a recruiter, an account executive, whatever your position is, mortgage, real estate, insurance, if you ever think in terms of, I can't, I can't, that's so hard. I can't run 26 miles. That's so... No, what you're saying is, I won't. Now, this is okay if you don't want it. But never ever make the mistake that most people do. They say, God, I really want to, fill in the blank, double my income, take more vacations, lose some LBs, have a greater connection to my children. I really want this. But then you will catch them saying, but I don't know how, or I can't, it's just too hard. No, remember, these are lies and excuses. Because you either will or you won't. Like, that's it. You either will or you won't. Let me say this again. I can't is a lie and an excuse. I don't know how is also a lie and an excuse. Because you can Google it, you can learn how, you can find mentors and coaches and teachers. The real thing is you either will or you won't. So the question is, will you? Will you? Will you take a stand for your life today? Will you go do the thing that you said you would do? Will you get up when you said you would get up? Will you make the phone calls that you said you would make? Will you work out? Will you stop eating sugar and garbage? Will you? And it's you either will or you won't. But drop the whole I can't and I don't know how. I don't know how. I can't. Look, that's the language of losers. Now, some people might say, Satema, that's some harsh language. Well, let me give you some reality here, friends. We live in a world of winners and losers. Winners and losers. Winners will. Losers won't. Now, look, I'm a Christian man. I'm a God-fearing man. I believe that people are good people. But I want to call it how it is, because this is about having a revolution. This is about having a real wake-up call. This is about you truly waking up to what could be possible for your life. If what? If you're willing to do the work, aka willing to do the thing that you said you would do or not. Now look, again, cut out, I don't know how, and I can't. And I want you to go through your day and just listen to how many people say, dude, I don't know how to do that, or I can't. Powerful people, they just ask, what's it going to take? And I will do it. What's required? I will go do that. How much is the investment? I will make the investment. How much time, energy, and money am I going to have to put in to do that thing? You either will or you won't. Final story in this is I hired a landscaper. I might have shared this on a previous podcast, but as I'm sitting outside, I got sun on my skin. You can probably hear the dogs bark in the neighborhood in the cul-de-sac. And we had a landscaper. And look, he just was a loser. And, inherently, intrinsically, he's got value as a son of God, as a brother, as a man. But, like, there's winners and losers. This guy would show up late. He wouldn't do the thing he said he would do. He always had an excuse. Well, you see, what had happened. And when I'm in high performance mode, when dealing with adults, I treat people like adults, not like children. I'm very lenient and understanding and loving. And I can relate with the children because they're children. He's 8 years old. He's going to make mistakes when he does the dishes or, he tries to sweep the floor but leaves half the stuff on the floor. Don't be a loser. Your wife deserves better. Your spouse deserves better. Your husband deserves better. Your children deserve better. Don't be a loser. Life is not well, and life doesn't serve and give to us the things we want when we are losers. What do we mean by losers? That you make up excuses. I can't. I don't know how. I can't do that. It's too hard. Hey, stop that. It's nonsense. Powerful people will or they won't. That simple. So you either will or you won't. And if you're not going to do it, don't say you're going to do it with no intention of following through. Because powerful people, they follow through. You will or you won't. So what in your life today are you willing to do to go get the thing you truly want to have? What in your life today, where in your life today, physically, spiritually, relationally, financially? We're in your business today. Are you willing to do the work and you stop using the excuse, I can't, I don't know how, I don't have resources, it's too hard, Satema. Don't be a child and don't be a loser. Don't be a loser. Be a winner. Nice guys finish last, good guys finish first. So be a good guy, be a winner. It's time. You will or you won't. My question is, will you? This is Satema Ali reminding you, if you're going to create a life of real radical results, a life that you love, it's going to require you to get into a relentless pursuit with a ruthless commitment to pay the piper every single day so that you can get to the top of your mountains where your prize, promises, and possibilities are waiting for you. The revolution has begun. Will you join me? I'm out. For more info on joining the revolution and living your greatest life of prosperity today, go to www.yourdailyrevolution.com and join us in waking up, turning your brain on, and prospering today.